is trying really hard to get it together, but things get heavier when he's really making an effort. It was easier when things were cheesier. He says he's going to have a bad night. He's got no fight, just drinking milk or whatever is about sorts him out. Anything that makes him feel full is something that pulls him out of the fact there's going to be danger. He's a stranger. When he gets the cramps, I can't imagine, so I drink a strong gin and I don't stare. Do you mind if I sit here? It really helps, this talking, he says. He makes a point of walking to get his first drink of the day because he says that makes him feel better and there's a bus waiting to pick him up from whatever. Having something under his control like the alcohol is going to help him. It's a horror film. There's quite a lot of people who are homeless, but they know the deal, and relationships with them are not such a steal. They don't go to services, they try and figure it out on their own. But with my new friend, that bird has flown.
Okay, hands up. This is like the fifth workout I've done all year. You guys know I'm usually a fitness addict, but I love nothing more than a good sweaty workout to feel good. This just has been happening recently. I look at my phone and see all my old classes on Pure Gym app, and I miss Pump with Gina and Stretch with AJ. I don't want to book on them, just for fun. But it's all closed. I live right opposite a McDonald's, so talk about temptation. I'm on my fourth Diet Coke of the day, wondering why my teeth aren't melting under the strain of all this fake sugar. Still, I'm grooving my little socks off, dancing all by myself, so yeah. It's nice to be with you via Zoom. Oh, but God, I miss Passion nightclub. And God, I need a drink. But we're all under house arrest. I'm craving that feeling of driving down the road past the billboards. On the way to the airport. Ibiza radio on the taxi. Do, 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 do. The gym is my place of working out. Always has been. So when I could no longer go, I felt lost. Put me in a gym full of weights and cardio machines, cross trainers and step machines, and I'll be sorted. Put me in a space with zero equipment, and I haven't got a clue. Or at least that's what I thought. I pushed myself to just do it today. I was flying on my backyard. Yes, I know it's very different, and no, I definitely don't like it as much as the shiny mirrored studios, cold aircon, and or the water cooler chat at the gym. But for now, it's all I have. And yeah, I'm going to work with that and not let my fitness level drop because of it. I just saw next door supermarket delivery pull up, full of mini chicken Kievs, salted caramel magnums and frozen Cornish pasties. So don't say I was the only one who was a lazy gym bunny for a while. Do you know what? With my brand new trainers and the backyard all to myself, I'm going to rewind this year and start all over again. Yeah. Let's make it a new beginning. Who's with me? Who's with me? Who's with me?
There's a weird dirt in the air that misses the old buildings when they are made clean for tourists. Sometimes I hear those pianos that the master of the house spoke of. Only this time it is the song me and his son danced to after the harvest. And then I see a tour guide, and I breathe a sigh when I can finally put my burden down and reveal my innocence. Nothing is impossible, she says. And I shrug. I think she was talking more to tourists who were looking for me. I mean, apparently, I made the history books after I passed. I'd only just been hanged and it didn't quite work. I got stuck in the roof. Just can't escape. I'm 1650. You know how it is. Everything is so early. It's raining again outside. Hasn't stopped since that day. I see a couple from the Ukraine. I wonder if this is what they were hoping for. I mean, they look disappointed. And I catch them walking past the window very slowly. And the floodplains are still out there. I mean, every time I go on my daily walk, I come across more and more beautiful flowers. I love seeing them just for a while as I take in the sunshine on my face. And then I notice it's just behind the hanging arch. I can hear the birds sing and feel the sound of the wind, the same as the day I made the mound my own. It took 3 goes to even hold me down. A workman left a chisel behind. So, left to my own devices, I can uncover all sorts of dramas. And most of them are written loosely in the stone, but moss has grown in the cracks. I uncover the text written for my memorial. I don't know what it is. I mean, I can barely read, to be honest, but it's not a great text, and I only choose to work with great texts. Oh, yesterday, I found the letter that my lover wrote before passing. The master of the house put silver spoons in my bag before calling for my arrest. I love to see the castle grounds going wild after my hanging. The colours are surprising. I mean, there's a lot I didn't see coming after that day. There are no heritage pieces here, just scattered remains. They never came for my body. Left me in the crypt, which was fine at the time. But now I'm a tourist attraction. Oh, my body was written about in the paper. It said, not fully hung. And beneath all this suffering, like my lover leaving me for the army and me not knowing I was pregnant, and his father, my employer, man of the manor, denying me at my trial, all belies the fact that that young boy was the only chap I ever loved. His dad, the owner of the manor, hanged himself in the end. It's a waste of love. I can see the tour guides in the yard. Thinks the next group are not going to be ready for my story. I only usually get the lost tourists who strayed from the group. The brave ones, like you. And the monk that haunts the crypt has chainmail underneath his habit to guard himself. That's why he survived so long. The woman in charge of the toilet here wants spare change. Secretly, I think she wants my shiny gold ring, but she doesn't say as much. And this is all I have left of my story. Now, if you see any museum exhibits half wink at you in the half darkness, now tell them my tale so they know being in love with the master's son doesn't get you far. I would hate anyone else to fall like I have. And there is light on the other side. I see it and now I feel it. The slaughtered maid from Great Chew has finally become a heartthrob. Visitors save up their money all year to make a special trip to see me from the other side of the world. I hear it all when they speak about me. And the guard in charge of the castle holds me dear. So it's true, my friend. Everything is possible.
No.
Какая польза от чтения этой литературы? Она типа делает тебя что? Шире взгляд, и ты как-то можешь...
Okay, so I'm addicted. A relentless magnetic force drives me to yet another opportunity to hide my own inadequacies. I shop, therefore I am. I'm a cliche, I know. I'm searching for the solution, basically, to a never-ending variety of neuroses. I mean, last week it was how to get a man, this week it's how to keep him. Consumerism is the perfect mental crutch. No Friday night out is ever complete without the previous ritual of raiding the high street's answer to Uzbek on wheels. Tell me you're comfortable approaching Saturday night antics without the buzz of a new Janet Rager and the vodka martinis from me, ready to get wazzed on the slick clicks of the poppers on your latest Donna Karen jerkin. Let's go. Maybe an outright obsession with the concept of newness could explain the strangest of fetishes. See, it all began with a pair of fringed cowboy boots and a hardcore female named Yolanda. The shop was plastered with shots of anorexic 6-foot blemish-free blondes wearing those very boots. I felt quite at home, finding I had something in common with the surrounding centerfolds, namely one blinding pair of kicking boots. Wow, thought I. Cue gullible consumer brainwave. Maybe with the help of these boots I could be a Kim clone. Basinger or Novak would do, I wasn't fussed which one. So Yolanda and I were on first name terms. She was a Capricorn, I'm a consumer of course, and my left leg now donned a yellow go-go boot. The cowboy boots actually sold out, but hey ho. I had nothing to go with yellow, though show me someone who does. But Yolanda insisted that yellow really was my colour, and go-go boots were the new brogues after all. So my introduction to consumerism, it became intoxicating as the pipe music told me just how wonderful I looked. Oh, the groove got wider and I slipped in as Yolanda explained the ever-important credit facility. So what if I never wore the boots? They made excellent doorstops. So if you come across the DIY immortality kit, oh, you too can look like a prepubescent teenie for the rest of your natural life. Concoctions of mosquito paws and the odd revolutionary new organic compound, whatever that is, will make you live forever. We can't cure the common cold, but with the regular applications of this product, we might just be able to prevent the odd wrinkle. Whatever happened to Vaseline, eh? So last Saturday, I was on my third visit to a blameless provincial diffusion store. Clothes that really mattered, the type that took you anywhere your ambition wanted to go and kicked ass until you got near the front, surrounded me. I stared at my favourite multicoloured plastic rectangle as I got high on a whiff of noxious perfume at 70% ABV. With only 3 hours until I got evicted from this commercial ecstasy, I had to move fast to get my fix. I wasn't merely buying clothes, I was selecting a life, feeling free to try on as many as my accelerating heart desired. I would keep the ones that kicked. Oh, I found images to pursue careers to the heights of Mount Vesuvius, to launch Apollo 9, images to survive even a coffee morning, and images to inspire servitude on a global level. Oh, I searched hungrily amongst the reels and miscellaneous fibres to find myself before my ritual brunch at John Lewis. So under the direction of an assistant named Tobias, I utilised the only 4-letter word that makes any sense in my life. Visa or bust. But it was over. I walked out free. See, plastic gets more plastic. Just like the rarest element, plastic has a breaking point. Plastic endures the stresses for so long and then it snaps. Watch it splinter. Oh, I threw the unopened bags on the Art Deco floors. I laughed and laughed and laughed, and I remembered the expiry date on the plastic blob. Bye-bye, Tobias. You know, I'm sick and tired of hearing about communists, lefties and socialists. It's time for consumers like us to come out of the changing room. For we shall inherit the China at Harvey Nicks, even if we do have poor credit rating. Rock on.
I travelled all the way back towards Victoria and I was 10 minutes late. I had to run for the bus. The cab driver said, cross the road, turn left and head back to your mum's, so I did that. Everything stopped. I thought, that's not right. I could see the bus was pulling out. I kept going. I didn't have time to get out my phone. I've not seen Mum for ages. I kept going. I thought, I'm going to be late. I should have shouted, I've done my best. The bus driver had the cheek to say I'm lying. I said, I'm here, Mum, ain't that what counts? I actually cried. I apologised. And I thought, it's over. Then I killed a few minutes down Sloane Square when I heard a voice again. No, love, it's just beginning. And don't they do sushi on that corner? I remember the spaghetti house. Over there, we went for dinner and Mum asked them if they did spaghetti bolognese. It used to be called the poor student. When we got the bill, Mum said, no wonder the student was so bloody poor. They laughed. All you gave me, Mum, it's everywhere. It's why I can't leave this city. Look, I'm still here. But there's one thing I forgot, Mum. All the laughs. There's sunshine peeking through the clouds. Grey sky on a mizzling afternoon, and I'm certain it's you. Good girl, she says. Then my phone drops to the floor, pops open, and I swear I had notifications off, so I concentrate, and still I see a text. I was about to drink the bleach. But everything is fine. The loan on the car has been cancelled and the landlord is letting me off damages. I'm too old for this. It's just too heavy to be real. Here's me, standing next to a fruit-flavoured water machine in the coach station departures area. Sometimes it's apple and sometimes it's cherry. Mum came up to see gigs at Wembley here. Mum came up to see gigs in Wembley here. Picked up a bus to go to North France, sat next to a man with glue hanging from his nostrils, and 9 months later I popped into her life. All I know is there's red mush at the bottom of the jar. All I know is there's red mush at the bottom of the jar. Here's me standing next to a fruit-flavoured water machine in the coach station departures area. Sometimes it's apple and sometimes it's cherry. Mum came up to see gigs in Wembley here. Picked up a bus to go to North France, sat next to a man with glue hanging from his nostrils, and 9 months later I popped into her life. All I know is there's red mush at the bottom of the jar, and it's the happiest red mush has ever made me. The bus driver says, "I'm clocking off in a bit, do you want a drink?" Now wish I wasn't going back home to start a new job. I spent a day on Oxford Street looking for presents to take home. Now none of it looks good. I found an impulsively purchased t-shirt from the tourist kiosk into my open case, tucked beneath the slippers, knickers, tampons and tickets. And there is Mum's gold ring. The sky is the colour of almond butter, and I think it's going to rain tonight. Even though I know you won't be here later, so I down a single, no, a double for the journey home. And get the news. Last shot of the year, right? I pick up a second message. My new manager says I can take the first day of work as a holiday to go to the funeral, and I wonder why I'm so weak I cannot tell him the truth. I'm disappointed. I did not want the last mental picture I take of this city to be a double-decker bus. It hits me that the architecture around me is dirty and not so historic and needs a bloody good wash. I have an unrequited love with this city. I feel it doesn't love me back. It never delivered to me another wag on Waldo Street, Brixton Academy, Town and Country Club, or an all-nighter at Turnmills. Nah, those moods all went before I got here. Then I remember, it's not my bloody mum. Sorry, but you being here, it was all I could think about. And the thought got out of control. Mum would go into Tesco and get free paper bags to fill them with chips later. Bus is here, love. I want a drink.
Into him. A footy boot cuts, a car slams shuts. He gets off with nothing. A word misheard, can't be unheard. There's weight on his collarbone. It's collared, not squared. He is mostly on his own. Leave me alone. Go home, go to a home of your own. He belts his left ear, but the lad shows no fear. Arm in cast, boy in pain, eating chocolate before coding, wrist in sling, on a cushion, with a throbbing that doesn't go all day. Only the school bus takes it away. Out of windows he gazes, beyond his knees scratchy greys, one eye on the iPad. He taps and commands a whole army on a game that he's only played his way. He wins victories big. Fingers locked. Screen is blocked. Distant digital galaxies disappear. Pain makes him feel tears. And wears away the glitter men and plastic soldiers. The bus journey is always his friend. Outside trees are stripped bare by the end. As the bus turns a bend, he plays Let's Pretend. He can have all his dreams and unlimited custard creams.
Wishing you all a very happy and healthy and hopefully COVID-free 2021. Sending lots of love for the new year from Judy Leonard in Somerset, southwest England.
Happy New Year.
Hi, Happy New Year from Julie in Manchester. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year from Laura here in London.
Greetings.